It is time for everyone's new favorite game show, Gamer to Racer. All right, folks, we're going to turn these two boys over here into racers. I'm going to ask them 6 questions. We are actually going to not do it multiple choice, but you guys are going to answer Price is Right rules, guess the closest it's going to be without going over. Now, all this is about becoming from a gamer to a racer. Your knowledge about Gran Turismo and real racing applies here. All of the questions I'm going to ask are numbers. So yes, you answer. We'll go either David first or Devin first. It's not a buzz in this time. One person will say a number, the other person will say their number. If you go over, you obviously lose, and if you are closest without going over, you win. Any questions?
So this is more money now.
This is
So
there's no money at all in this one.
But we're betting money though.
I will say this: you are betting your integrity on the line here, because as people notice above the scores for Devin and David, there is a trophy each. Because Devin won the very first game show here in our draft
I won
episode,
game one.
and David won the last one we did, the previous one on Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. He really does know how to financially live like Chun-Li. So we'll see who's going to win this time. As always, for each correct answer, you'll get 5 points. So, question number 1. And I guess we'll have, because this is David's movie, he'll be the first one to go, and then Devin, you can go, and then it'll snake back and forth like that. So question 2,
Okay.
Devin will go first, then David. Question number 1. Gran Turismo 1 on the Sony PlayStation featured 140 real-world cars. Each sequel has attempted to grow the number, despite dips when having to recreate the cars from scratch for newer PlayStation consoles. Gran Turismo 6 features the most cars in the series. How many cars are in Gran Turismo 6? David, what do you think?
Oh wow. I'm gonna say 217.
David says 217. Devin, what about you?
What was the first number of the first game?
140.
And he said 214?
And 17.
17? I'll go 216.
Oh wow.
Devin says 216. The answer is 1,280.
Whoa.
Wait,
Absolutely.
what they were smoking over there? What the hell?
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
So I will tell you the full numbers.
I should've just
Gran
went one up
Turismo
on
1,
number.
140. Gran Turismo 2, 620. Gran Turismo 3, 180. They had to remake them all from scratch for PS2. Gran Turismo 4, 720. Gran Turismo 5, 1,090. They did a trick here. Most of them are the PlayStation 2 models with a little bit extra detail, but then some of them are way more detailed and they are the premium cars. Gran Turismo 6 does the same thing and adds more. That's how we get 1,280. Gran Turismo Sport,
Whoa.
which was the first one for PlayStation 4, was 340, and currently Gran Turismo 7 has 500. So,
I must not have unlocked many
David.
yet. Because I was like, I thought there was only like maybe 300 in the Gran Turismo 7, but I know there's been some additions.
David, because you are one number over Devin, gets the first answer correct.
Questionable
David-
tactic by Devin.
Yep.
I
David
didn't know what to do.
has 5 points on the board.
If you were going over, I was going over with you.
Right. Yeah, we just both. It's all right. All right. I respect it.
And hey, that first Gran Turismo game, you know how it jumped from 140 to 620 in the sequel? It's because the first game had only Japanese cars. And then the second one went global. Question number 2. In Gran Turismo 1 on the Sony PlayStation, cars were made up of about 200 to 300 polygons each. That's a 3-digit number. When Gran Turismo 3 arrived on the PlayStation 2, the number of polygons for each car jumped into the 4 digits. With Gran Turismo 5 for the PlayStation 3, it saw cars made of polygons in the 6 digits. About how many polygons does a typical car in Gran Turismo 7 have? Devin, you get to go first.
Digits, you're asking?
How many polygons? Not digits. Polygons.
I'm saying like if I said 10,000 polygons, like you're. Sorry, I was getting confused. I'm gonna go. How many teraflops on PS5? Baby? How many teras?
It's also a PlayStation 4 game.
True. Oh, you're already like in 2005. You're already at like 6 digits now. How many polygons? Shit. How about like? Fuck, I don't know what number now.
So
This is too hard. I know. I'm trying to do digits in my head. 10. I'm gonna do 9. Fuck it. We're going crazy. I'm gonna go 950,000.
Devin says 950,000 polygons in the average car in Gran Turismo 7.
So many polys, dude.
David, how
And
about
so many
you?
teras.
I'm gonna go. I guess I don't really have to go that much higher. I think it is higher. I guess I'm gonna. So my unofficial answer would probably be somewhere in like the 2 million range. But I think to be safe, I'm gonna go. To keep this a little bit fair, I won't go like one over or anything. I'll do 1,250,000.
David says 1,250,000.
Please be 1,190,000. Just be exactly
It could
one off.
be.
Oh, it's not even close. The answer is 500,000, which is about the same as
we both
PlayStation 3's 2 Gran Turismo games. Turns out when there's that many polygons, you can add more detail in other ways, and it's almost kind of redundant to just try to add more and more polygons.
See, I'm not a
into
game
it.
designer. I don't.
Gran Turismo 6, which was the second of the 2 PlayStation 3 games, added in like more tessellation breakage on the car. So yes, if
I don't know what
if
that
something
is.
gets smashed, all of a sudden that polygon mesh is now several more. If that makes sense, to make damage, because 5 didn't have any damage. But yeah, it's about the same, but higher resolution textures, better materials for different lightings and whatnot. So no points for either of you. So you
Teraflops
guys
led me
went
astray.
way over. All right, question
teraflops.
number 3. Kazunori Yamauchi, creator of Gran Turismo, has himself raced several times in the 24 Hours of Nürburgring. In his 2014 team, Schultz Motorsport, he raced with a Nissan GTR, reaching the highest position of his career. What position did Kaz's team reach? Now, I will say this. 1 is higher than 2. We're going by positions. So, you know what I mean?
Can
David.
I ask how many positions there are in total? I want to ask.
I will
this
say
before
this.
David answers.
In 2013, him and his team had their lowest position, which was 135.
Okay. I wasn't sure
Wow.
if there's like 20. That's why I wanted to ask that
It's over
before David
100.
answered, just so it's fair.
Yeah.
So David, you go first. Remember, 5 is higher than 6. So don't, you know what I mean, if that makes sense.
No, I understand. Oh man. How high to go? That's tough. 135. Highest position. My gut says 50. And I
David
think I'm
says
just going to
50.
go with my gut. So I'm going to say
Okay.
50.
Devin, what do you think?
I mean, he's a gamer. I mean, they can't be racing. Just kidding.
Devin, look at
Did
the
not
top
learn
of the
the lesson
screen.
from
it
the
says
movie.
Gamer to Racer.
Said 50. I'm gonna say like 97.
Devin says 97. The correct answer, my gamers, soon to be racers, is 14.
Whoa. Was not expecting that.
So they should have made the movie about him.
Honestly, they should. Well, the movie
Make a sequel for the sequel,
was
or
based
Orlando
off
Bloom
events
said
that
there's a
happened
sequel.
before this stuff. But yes,
Orlando
David gets
Bloom
5
told us,
more
so.
points for this. He is now in the lead with 10 points.
Feeling
Devin
strong.
has 0. However, Devin could still take it from the bottom and tie if he gets these next 2 questions correctly.
Start from the bottom.
Or the next 3 questions. Sorry, we were halfway through.
See, none of these are like sound effects. You know, I think that's the tough
Right,
thing.
right.
Oi, 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 oi.
Question number 4. We've officially changed from gamer to racer, guys. I hope you're ready. Question number 4. Ethan, a racer in his own right, drives a 2020 Hyundai Elantra SEL. If he were to go full throttle down 390, he'd go pretty fast. What is the horsepower of the 2020 Elantra SEL at 6,200 RPMs?
David's
Devin,
good. I
you
don't
get
know
to
anything
go
about
first.
I don't want to go first. I concede to David to go first.
All right, David, you get to go first.
Because he
That's-
knows horsepower. Or I don't know anything.
Going-
I can say any number. Doesn't
You're a
matter.
racer now. You're no longer a gamer, Devin.
Going first isn't an advantage. You conceding gives me a disadvantage. Because then you can just go higher.
No,
Or
because you know
lower.
cars. I don't know jack shit about no horsepower. But I only hear on the commercials like 1,000 horsepower.
I think
Well,
what
what
Devin's
if-
trying to say is
okay,
he doesn't
well,
even
what
know
if
what
I
an
tell
acceptable
you-
number would be.
What? Yeah. What if I tell you the horsepower of my turbocharged 4-cylinder Mustang?
Oh, fucking. Listen, now he's like bragging. You see this shit?
Okay, so I believe it's like 320
Is your
Okay.
car.
is my car.
Okay.
Right.
Fine. I'll take that. Because
Okay.
I'm like, the range
Yeah.
give, I'm like,
No,
I don't know if
that's-
it's 1
yeah.
million. I don't fucking know how many horses are in a car.
Fair enough. All right, Devin, what do
yeah.
you think?
I'm going to go. Just gonna give me a flat 200. I think if you're really like
200.
throwing that thing down
Pretty solid
390
guess.
and the cops are after you and you're seeing your life flash in front of your eyes, you're gonna think
Okay.
about this movie and be like, I can do it.
Okay. Hey, that's what they did in the movie. He ran from the cops. David, what do you think?
Wow.
Asking my car go. What's
Um,
my horsepower?
I think I lost.
honestly, I think 200 is a really good guess. I think it's a little bit less than that. I'm gonna guess one. I guess if I think about this strategically here, I don't want to get too crazy high because there's sort of no point. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say 150.
David says 150.
My unofficial
over.
guess is 170.
It's over. I already knew I lost, I think.
David, you are 3 points off. My horsepower is 147. So you went over.
No,
You
I was
don't get it.
over.
You were over by 3.
It
Sorry.
doesn't matter. I can't
Wow.
get the points
Yeah.
though. That's GG.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
don't
Once I
have
was
the
over,
sport
I was.
version. I don't have the sport version.
Yeah.
But I do have the SEO. I don't really know what that means, but
SEO, like search
Rim.
engine
yeah,
optimization.
yeah. One second
Damn.
here. All right. Well, no points awarded. Devin, you still have a chance to at least tie because there are 2 questions
Oh.
left, and there are 5 points.
Oh, I thought
each.
there was one question left. I was like,
I said
oh,
that
lost.
initially, and I messed up. I thought we were further ahead. Okay.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you I was like, okay.
No. Here's our penultimate question. The Nürburgring is often open to the public. Drivers can take any road legal car and take a lap around for about $60 US. Several safety concerns and fatalities, perhaps the one that this movie had, has forced the owners to make many changes over the years for these tourist days, such as imposing speed limits and banning racing between
Wow.
close vehicles. Currently, and when I say currently, I mean an article I read about a year ago. Well, that was released about a year ago. Currently, the owners have managed to find a way to be safe and remove the speed limits, and instead have limited the types of cars that are permitted on the track. A road legal car must be able to reach what speed in order to drive on the Nürburgring? And I will accept either in miles per hour or kilometers. I will say it isn't kilometers, and I had to convert it. You can give me either one. David, you first. Actually, you know what? Give it to me in miles an hour, so that if
Yeah,
one of you says one and the other, and I don't know who's higher.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
I'll do-
miles.
say miles.
Um,
per hour.
Wow, that's interesting. I did not. I guess it's good that I didn't know that, but that's interesting
Wow, I
fact.
didn't know that.
You're telling me now for the first time. Huh. My gut feeling was 200. I'm gonna say, because I went over by 3 last time. I'm gonna say 175.
David says 175. Devin.
I'm just trying to think of like any like cars that I've been in or whatnot, and I'm trying to think of like what speed is even the max on some of those cars to be like.
Yeah, basically this is their top speed has to meet or succeed this number in order to be allowed on.
Am I allowed to ask what the kilometer to mile conversion rate is? Like
No.
what? No, I know. I think I know it because it's 5K is 3.5 miles.
Just
I'm gonna
doesn't
say. I just from cross country, I know it's 3.5 miles, 5K. Or 3.1. I'm gonna say. What did you say, David?
I said 175.
Fuck, 'cause that's like where my math is going. I'm gonna say 180.
Devin says 180. He goes a little bit over David's, hoping to snipe. The correct answer, unfortunately, is one neither of you are getting because you both went over. The correct answer
God damn it,
Wow.
dude.
is 83 miles an hour. They don't
So
want
my
any
SUV
slow
can get on the
boys.
fucking road. Are you kidding me? My
That's
big
what's
Our
even the
cars
point
can
of
all go
having-
on it, no problem. They don't
Seems
want
like the
slow
point.
cars on there because they provide more accidents for the fast cars. That's their thing. Supposedly.
83 is
83
not-
sounds slow for
Which-
like
and-
just being capable of reaching it.
Right, your top speed has to be 80. Well, it has to be 135
Bro, I drive
kilometers
80 in
an
my
hour.
like. I
Oh.
drive a Kia Sportage. That's
Yeah.
you know a
Right.
bigger one, and that those can go up to like 120.
I would be hard pressed to find a car that can
I guess-
Right.
do
That's
it.
what I'm trying to think.
Well, I guess
But,
in Europe they have a lot of those small cars, so I'm wondering if it's like one of those.
Lots
'Cause I was
of
doing in
small
my head, I
two-doors.
remember seeing like a lot of like 80 to 90 kilometer like dashboards in Europe. So I was trying to like do the times 3 roughly,
Alrighty,
or
well,
times 2. So
David has one. However, we have one final question. I think this is a fun one. Question number 6. The famous 24 Hours of Le Mans is a race held on the Circuit de la Sarthe. The track is about 8.5 miles long and contains 38 turns. In 2019, 24 Hours of Le Mans, Mike Conway broke the record for the fastest lap time ever with his Toyota TS050 hybrid. What was his
Toyota
lap time?
Camry.
I
Oh,
believe.
wow.
I forget who went first last time.
I did.
Devin, you go first.
I don't want to go fucking first, dude.
What was his lap time?
I don't even know what
8.5
the
miles,
average is.
8.5 miles long, 38 turns.
I can't do fucking math because I'm stupid. So I was gonna be like, let me do like if they're going 300, like let me 300 miles per hour. How much is that a minute? Minutes. If
It's
there's
certainly-
8 miles,
It's certainly at least a minute long, and it's less than an hour. So
right. I'm gonna do a minute 20.
Devin says a minute 20. David, what do you think?
If David could do basic math, I'm sure he could figure it out and then do put a better answer.
Uh,
I just refuse. I can't.
how
do it.
long was the track again?
8.5 miles, and it has 38 turns.
I guess that's not that long. Well,
No, Nürburgring
Yeah.
is longer.
yeah,
It's almost
I'll
20.
say. I think it's going to be longer than Devin's time. I'm going to say. I'm going to say 2 minutes.
David says 2 minutes. The correct answer is 3 minutes, 17 seconds, 297
I'll be
milliseconds.
correct one day though. Just gotta give it time.
So
I would be
David has
impressed.
gotten this question correct. He has 15 points. Devin, you have zilch. It's okay.
These are all math. These are all math questions and money. Like this is already a disadvantage, folks. You see, this is there's no sound.
There's no
effects or-
money. There was no money in this one.
The last one was money. Then
That was weeks ago. You had
That
time to
count-
prep. Ignore the
that's
fact that we're all
counting.
wearing the same outfits. Unless one of you changed while we were taking a break. Yeah.
So I just did some quick math. I'm pretty sure you'd have to go 500 miles an hour the whole time to do a minute.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, he didn't say you have to go on the corners. You can cut them.
Right, yeah.
Oh, you could cheat? Okay, well, yeah, if you could cheat. David has earned his second trophy of the season.
How many trophies are going to be?
Wow.
16?
There's gonna be 19 trophies because there's 18 movies, and you did a preliminary.
Wow.
And who knows what our finale might be? I don't,
There's going to be
but
18
we
right
will
above
when
here.
we get there. Yeah.
I mean, if it keeps being these type of questions, God.